Hi there! Did you know that 359 people in Canada are going bankrupt every single day? It's a serious issue, and today we're diving into why this is happening and what it means for our economy. Stick around because this affects all of us. Canada is currently grappling with these significant financial challenges that are affecting many individuals across the country on a daily basis. A staggering 359 people find themselves declaring bankruptcy, indicating they are unable to meet the financial obligations and settle their debts. This alarming statistics highlights a serious issue that is not just a matter of personal financial trouble, but rather a widespread concern that poses a threat to the economic stability. What's particularly noteworthy is that this trend is unfolding even before the onset of a major economic downturn, a term which refers to a severe decline in economic activity. This situation calls for serious attention as the repercussions of such a financial distress can impact all of those involved, directly affect them but also ripple through the larger economic landscape. There have been whispers and reports suggesting that Canada is currently facing a recession, a term used by describe a significant declining in the economy. Activity across the country indicating that the overall economic health is not in its best shape. As alarming as this situation may seem, there is a growing concern that the conditions could deteriorate even further in the near future. Generally speaking, Canadians have displayed remarkable resilience and adaptability during the challenging times, demonstrating ability to weather financial storms with fortitude. However, indicators suggest that the historic resilience may be starting to falter as pressure of the economy intensifies. In a particular striking development, June 2024 witnessed a notable surge in bankruptcies, with the number of individuals and businesses filing for bankruptcy surpassing the figures recorded in the most other Junes throughout history. This trend points to a troubling shift in the economic landscape, raising questions and concerning about the overall stability and future prospects for the Canadian economy. In the months of June alone, a staggering 11,096 individuals across Canada found themselves in dire financial situation, struggling to meet their obligation to filing for bankruptcy. This figure marks a notable increase of 4.2% compared to the same period last year, highlighting a concerning trend in the national financial landscape. This surge in bankruptcy filings represents the largest number recorded since 2016, positioning it among the top 4 Junes ever witnessed for such legal actions. Analyzing the accompanying charts reveal a striking upward trajectory in the bankruptcy rates, indicating these issues is escalating at the alarming pace and warrants careful consideration as well as action. Throughout the challenging times of the pandemic, numerous individuals found themselves in a fortunate position where they were exempt from the obligation to pay their mortgages or bills. This relief was made possible by a variety of special programs implemented to assist those in need, which allowed them to defer payments and alleviate some of the monetary pressures they faced. However, as we move forward into the post-pandemic reality, it has become relevant that these essential programs have come to an end. As a result, many individuals who once relied on these temporary reprieves are now struggling to manage their financial obligations. This shift has led to an alarming increase in the number of people facing bankruptcies, eliminating the ongoing economic challenges and continue to affect individuals and families everywhere. In Ontario, many individuals are currently facing significant challenges when it comes to managing their mortgage payments. This struggle has resulted in a staggering increase in the total amount of debt owed, which has surged by an alarming 24%. To put this into perspective, within the boundaries of the single province, the cumulative debt exceeds the remarkable threshold of $1 billion. This figure represents just a portion of the broader financial landscape across Canada. When we considered the economic situation in other provinces such as Saskatchewan and Alberta, it's reasonable to conclude that the overall debt burden across the nation could be even more substantial. These figures underscore a growing concern about financial stability in the various regions as residents grapple with financial obligations. Another concerning statistic that has emerged is that the staggering 1.26 million individuals in Canada failed to make payments during the first 3 months of 2024. This figure is alarmingly high and marks the highest rate for missed payments since the year 2020. While missing one payment might seem like a minor issue when viewed in isolation, the implications can escalate significantly if this trend continues. If a substantial number of people persist to missing their payments, it could trigger a cascade of severe financial difficulties, not only for those individuals but also for the banks and financial institutes that rely on the consistent payment schedule. The potential for widespread economic repercussions add an additional layer of urgency to the situation, underscoring the need for strategic and to support financial stability among Canadians. One of the primary factors of contributing to this situation is the increase in interest rates, which represent the additional amount you must pay when you take a loan or borrow money. While it is true that current interest rates are still relatively low compared to the peaks experienced during the 1990s, the landscape of personal finance has dramatically changed. Nowadays, individuals and families tend to carry significantly more debt than the previous decades. This increase in overall debt levels mean that even the modest raise in interest rates can have a substantial impact on people's ability to manage their monthly payments. As a result, many find themselves struggling to keep up with the financial obligations, leading to greater stress and long-term economic challenges. A number of economists and financial analysts assert that Canada has been experiencing a recession since the latter 2022. This perspective stands stark in contrast to the official stance taken by the government, which has yet to formally acknowledge any economic downturn. The Canadian economy, only considered resilient, has faced a series of challenges that have led to a significant struggle in various sectors. These difficulties have compounded by alarming levels of national debt and persistent rise in the interest rates, both of which have placed an immense strain on the consumers and businesses alike. As a result, many citizens are beginning to feel the tangible effects of the economy climate to their daily lives, highlighting the urgency for thorough examination of the factors contributing to this downturn. Unemployment, defined as a phenomenon where individuals lose their job and find themselves without work, is increasingly emerging as a significant issue within our society. While it is true that the majority of people are likely to maintain their current employment, the unfortunate reality is those who experience job loss may face substantial difficulties in securing new positions. This struggle not only impacts the lives of the unemployed, leading to financial distress and psychological challenges, but it can also have broader repercussions for the economy as a whole. When a considerable number of individuals are unable to find work, it can lead to decreased consumer spending, lower economic growth, and a cycle that exacerbates the initial problem of unemployment, thus addressing the challenges related to job loss is vital to fostering both individuals' well-being and overall economic stability. In the year 2020, amidst the unprecedented challenge brought by the global pandemic, the government implemented a series of measures designed to alleviate the financial burden for its citizens. One key approach was to introduce programs that allowed individuals to defer the payment obligations, providing much needed relief during a time of widespread economic uncertainty. However, it is important to know that these programs played a crucial role in supporting many during the height of the crisis are no longer available to the public. Fast forward to the present day, we find ourselves grappling with alarming high levels of personal debt coupled with steadily rising interest rates. This combination creates a particularly challenging landscaping for many individuals and families trying to navigate their financial responsibility. The strain of these circumstances is palpable, and the numerous financial experts are sounding the alarm, expressing concerns that the current situation could spiral into even deeper financial troubles for a significant portion of the population if left unaddressed. As we look ahead, the urgency for solution to assist those affected has never been more apparent. The Bank of Canada is actively working to navigate the complexity of the current economic landscape. Yet there is a significant portion of the population that feels they are falling short of their efforts. Concerns have arisen around various factors, particularly inflation, a phenomenon characterized by general rise in price of goods and services, which can erode purchasing power and overall economic stability. Many individuals are anxious about how inflation will impact their daily lives and a long-term health or economic. Despite their pressing concerns, some critics argue that the bank's leadership may be prioritizing issues that do not truly address the core challenges facing the economic climate. The persistence has led to a growing sentiment that the institution needs to be recalibrated. Its focus to order effectively tackle the pressing issues at hand and restore public confidence. The economic challenges currently facing Canada are indeed significant, and effects are being felt by a vast array of individuals and families across the nation. It is crucial to acknowledge that these difficulties are not mere statistics, they represent real struggles that many people are enduring. However, taking the time to comprehend the reason behind these challenges is an essential first step in equipping ourselves for future developments that may unfold. By fully grasping the landscape of our economic situation, we can better navigate the uncertainties ahead. If you found this information insightful and beneficial, we encourage you to take a moment to hit that like button. Additionally, subscribe to our channel would ensure you remaining informed and up to date with the latest economic news and updates that matters to you. Also, leave a comment below. What do you think is the biggest economic challenge Canada is facing right now? Let's start a conversation and learn from each other.